and girls, babies in your diapers. Welcome to the Tiberius Show with your host, Tiberius Boy.
That's me, Tiberius. That's me, Tiberius. Today we're going to talk about some really great stuff. We have a great video game to talk about that is super cool. A book about sharing my bowling score report, and we got a really cool guest, Mrs. Melissa Tees. She works at the Orange County Library as the Youth Programming Specialist. Thank you, Melissa, for joining me on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Today we're going to start off with the video game of the week, and this is going to be a great one.
And now it's time for the video game of the week.
Today's video game is StarCraft Remastered. This is yet another great game from Blizzard Entertainment. You know, the guys that make Diablo 3 and Overwatch. The first thing you need to know is that this is a different type of game. This is called a real-time strategy game, or RTS. These are very hard games because you have to think ahead and plan out hundreds of units and where they will go. Now there are two modes to play: single player and multiplayer. I like the single player because it lets me learn the game at my own pace. The first 3 levels are very easy. And well, level 4 is very, very, very hard. You have to survive a 30-minute attack from the aliens. The multiplayer is a lot of fun. My favorite unit is the Ghost. A Ghost is a sniper and she's be able to set off a nuke.
Pretty fun, yeah?
Yep. But it takes a lot of work to make a Ghost. StarCraft is one of the first RTS games my dad learned to play. It's a lot of fun to play with him against the computers or other people. This game is so much fun. I just wish the single player was a little bit easier so I can complete it. My dad tells me this game is designed for kids 13 and up, but I can still play and think it is cool. I think any kid that wants to rule an army and go to battle should play this game. It lets you build your base and manage resources. You have to work with minerals and Vespene gas. If you run out of resources, you won't be able to make any more men or buildings. #men's cost like 200 or 150 or more. Yes. I give StarCraft Remastered 10 out of 10 stars. I would give it more because this is such a great game. I wonder what I will be playing next week. Over 40 years, Lighthouse Central Florida has provided education, independent life skills, and job training to thousands of Central Floridians who live with blindness or any degree of vision loss. Whether it's picking out clothes in the morning or just moving around your community and serving Orange, Seminole, and Osceola counties. Contact Lighthouse Central Florida at 407-898-2483 or visit them online at lighthousecfl.org. The Tiberius Show would like to thank one of our awesome sponsors, SlotChannelUS.com. These guys are very, very cool. They bring 21st century surface drainage solutions to reality. They can do corporate and government work. These are the guys that make roads and bridges safe in the rain. You can see all about them at SlotChannelUS.com. That website again is SlotChannelUS.com. Mid-State Fire has been providing top-quality fire equipment services for 3 generations to the Central Florida area. Don't wait for an emergency to repair. Call Mid-State Fire today at 407-246-8855. Get your fire extinguishers and emergency lighting for both your home and businesses by visiting www.midstatefire.com. That number again is 407-246-8855.
And now we're all ready for the book of the week.
The Life and Times of Willie the Lash, the Toy Store. This book was written by Julie Wong. Let me read you the back of the book. In fact, Melissa, would you do the honors?
Yes, I will. The Life and Times of Lily the Lash is a series of fascinating children's books in which an eyelash teaches life lessons and the importance of strong self-esteem. In Book 2 of the series, The Toy Store, Lillian Lash finds herself in New York City, where a young boy's access to every toy imaginable leaves him feeling saddened and alone, due to his inability to create friendships through the value of sharing. Lily, only ever seen by the reader, sends a loving, soulful child to help him recognize that sharing is part of what makes every experience in life so worth living.
So the story is about Lily Lash. She's an eyelash that sees everything that goes on around her. She tries to help others see things that will help them on their journey of life. This time she sees Tommy. He's the son of a toy store owner that tells everyone that all the toys belong to him and will let other people play with them. She decides to teach Tommy the value of sharing, and that happiness can be found with just good people around you that are not the toys that you own. Tommy finally finds a friend and fills the emptiness that he had inside.
Yeah, it's a pretty good lesson to have. Sharing with others helps you gain friends and keep friends. So, do you find it easy to share with your friends, like your toys and your games?
Yeah. Pretty much I play with my friends on Overwatch and like StarCraft, Diablo 3, and yeah.
So in Overwatch, I know it's sort of like the saving the crate and you got to move from objective in a way. Do you find it easy to sort of share responsibilities in that kind of game? Because that's a different kind of sharing.
Not really.
Not really? So I'm guessing you spend a lot of time playing Overwatch. Favorite character?
Favorite character, I have a bunch.
Okay.
I have 3.
Top 3. Yeah.
And top 3 are Diva, Tracer, and Reinhardt.
I personally like Mercy because she gets to like come down and help save and heal everyone.
I know, my mom
like
loves
that
one too.
Yeah, I'm actually building a costume for Mercy, and I have like the full wings. They are not con ready because they hit everyone I walk by, and so they're a little bit dangerous to walk around in, but they're pretty awesome.
Okay, that is cool.
Thank you very much. I tried really hard on that.
You might be happy with the guest one, okay?
Okay.
I think all 2nd and 3rd graders should read this book. This book talks about being a good friend and sharing. My mom and dad talk about this stuff all the time because I am an only child, but not great at sharing. But I'm always working on it.
See, I'm a middle child, so I was forced into that sharing role. If you shared no matter what, if you wanted that t-shirt, it could become your sister's the next day. So I definitely get the sharing portion. I can see how, if you don't have those siblings, learning to share as an only child might be a little bit of a struggle to begin with, but you'll pick up soon enough.
This is a cool book because it is part of a 15-book series. I give this book 9 out of 10 stars, and I hope to have book 3 ready for you next week. And now it's time for an interview of an interesting person. Today's guest is Mrs. Melissa Teese. She works at the Orange County Library at the location of by my house.
Yeah, South Terrell Branch.
So how are you doing today, Melissa?
I'm doing great. It was nice and sunny on the way over here. No rain, which is nice and sometimes rare in the afternoon, so I'm happy.
So what do you do for the library?
So I am the youth program specialist. That means I specialize in all of the kids stuff. I get to do everything from babies to teenagers. I design the programs and I help sort of maintain the collection of books. So all of the books you see out there, I help with the selection and weeding of those, meaning getting rid of them.
So let me guess. You're the sub for Mrs. Roy?
I actually took over for her.
Yes.
I am her replacement, if you will.
Yes. I loved her so much.
Well, I hope you love me.
Yes,
I mean, I would
you.
like you not to be like, her. No, send her back. Hopefully you will come to my programs and learn to love me as much as you loved her.
I know, because one time I went to her specials thingies, and it was so much fun.
Yeah, well, I hope all of my programs end up hitting you and getting satisfaction from you as well.
Have you always wanted to be a librarian?
No, I actually wanted to be an engineer for a really long time. I got 4 years into my degree, then took an internship and found out, oh no, I don't like doing engineering. It was not as fun as I thought it would be. It was a lot of designing pumps, which I mean I could do, but I knew I couldn't do for a really long time. So I went back and looked at what my passions were, and those were reading and helping others, and that's pretty much what librarians do, is they learn about different resources through reading, and then they help people find the information they need. Like if they need a story, they'll help them find that, or if they need help on taxes, they'll find information about taxes for you.
Like taxis?
Like taxis, we can find information on taxis, yes.
And like Johnny E, that writer that I keep doing for like their tests.
Yeah. Yeah, we can help you find different books on different reading levels. Like, I know you have been talking about how you're blowing AR out of the water, and so you want those higher level books, but you want to get the points. So that's always a fine line to tread when you're selecting books of, do I do strictly the school, or do I do my pleasure reading? And I think you need a mixture of both of those to keep yourself interested.
And pretty much, I have almost reached my AR. Almost. I'm like 6.5 or something. My goal is 8.3.
Out of just like this month or for the whole school year?
For this month.
For this month? Okay. I was about to be like, for the whole school year.
No, actually for this year.
Oh, wow. Then you are achieving all over the place.
Wait, I think it's for half a month. Maybe not half a year.
Either way,
Yeah.
you're still achieving all over the place. So that's a good thing. Keep on that reading.
And yesterday I had a hip hop.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And I had some bad news and some good news.
What was your bad news? Always
The
do
bad
that
news
first.
was we couldn't do the talent show because it's in April and we only have 10 weeks.
Ah. And what were you planning on being in the talent show?
Yes.
What were you going to do?
I was gonna like dance with my whole group.
I did a lot of dance routines when I did talent shows in elementary school.
And I have 2 pieces of good news.
Okay, good news. Shoot.
And you might like this one.
Okay.
The first, I'm the only boy.
Okay.
The only boy.
That has its advantages and disadvantages. Okay.
Well, the other piece of good news is that we can play whatever song we want.
That's
Dance
nice.
to it.
And what song would you pick? Any song getting to dance
It's
to?
a mashup.
It's a mashup. Okay. Of what kind of songs are we talking about?
Believer, Whatever It Takes, and Thunder.
Nice. Those are all pretty popular songs right now.
Yes.
Fun mix.
And they're all from the same music.
That's Imagine Dragons. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Awesome.
We
Yeah.
just started at the same time.
Yeah, I was actually listening to them on the way over here. Yeah.
Oh my! We didn't have any music on, so
Well, I pretty much can't drive without music. I need something going
Yes.
to keep me
I love
focused
music.
and entertained. Yeah.
I
Okay.
love dancing and music.
What's your favorite song?
My favorite song is I have a bunch.
Okay. Just give me some.
There's some from Undertale,
Okay.
that game that I mostly play, but it's not on Steam anymore. Maybe my dad took it out, but I like the Sans like thingy, the Sans battle. It's like do 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 do. Yeah.
See, I can't carry a tune in a bucket, so I couldn't do that. I can just name you songs, and then I can be like, like it doesn't sound anything like it's supposed to. So
And
I will not
then-
try to perform for you.
And then kind of like the Azrael Dreamer one. That battle. And that's pretty much.
That's pretty much it.
Yep. And whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Kill it.
Solid choices. Solid choices.
So what is your most favorite part about being a librarian?
So my favorite part of being a youth librarian is the fact that it basically lets me be a kid again. I get to design programs that I would think kids want to enjoy, and I enjoy them a whole lot too. Like crafts, that is my jam. I craft in my free time. I craft anytime I get an excuse. So if I can basically get other kids to do a craft with me, love doing that. And it doesn't hurt that the majority of my favorite books are kids' books. So I love that. I love getting to relive my childhood, if you will.
And I'm into 2. It's like the programming one for like the robot.
Yeah.
And then I went to the pirate one. It's so much fun.
We're actually going to be having another pirate one in December, so it's a ways out. We plan.
Is it on Wednesday?
It is. I want to say on Wednesday. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Bad thing.
Bad thing. Okay. Well, I'll check schedule and get back to you because it may not be.
What special events do you have coming up?
So we have 2 special events that I'm really excited about. The first one is sort of a whole month of events. So, as I said, I really like kids' books, and I am doing a month of Harry Potter. So, unfortunately, these are on Wednesdays, but we can adapt things and give you sort of take-homes if you would like, because I have a lot of extra supplies, but we're doing like a potions class, we're doing a divination class, a care of magical creatures class. So that's every Wednesday in October at 4:30. You're here, unfortunately. And then we have some other events on Wednesdays. We do have a ninja event on a Monday, which you may be interested in. And another big event.
When is it?
It is 4:30 on October 15th, I want to say.
That is good.
Okay. You want to be a ninja?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we'll train you to be a ninja during that session. Yeah. So you can do all the kicks, all the climbing under stuff, ninja throwing stars. We have all of that planned.
And actually, I was about to be a ninja when I was like 3 or 4 years old.
What stopped you from your ninja dreams?
I don't know, like dancing.
You like dancing?
Yes,
you couldn't
I
just
love
be a
dancing.
funky ninja? Tossing in those moves.
Yes.
Have you seen some of those like martial arts movies like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon where it looks almost like dancing because they're like jumping all over the place, doing fancy kicks?
Sometimes at night, when my father doesn't know, I watch Dragon Ball Z.
Oh my gosh,
Super?
I love Dragon Ball Z. Who's your favorite character?
Gyro.
Okay, well, I like Bulma and Vegeta. Those are my favorites, so I'm not gonna dog on yours, but I just love them so much. So
That's mostly like the main character.
yeah.
So, what is your favorite book?
Favorite book? I have 2 favorites. So, as I said, really like Harry Potter. I like the second book, The Chamber of Secrets. That's my favorite like chapter book of all time because I like how it sort of got dark and creepy, but it was still at the early age where Harry Potter wasn't too dark and things weren't too bad, so you still ended on a high note. Where like after the 4th book, everyone got sort of sad. And then my second one is Wombat Divine. It is about a nativity play. And my mom read that to me a lot growing up. And there's a line from it that's, "Cheer up, Wombat, don't lose heart, why not try for a different part?" And that was always like her motivation of, if I failed at something, she'd just repeat that to me of like, "Cheer up, Wombat, don't lose heart, why not try for a different part?" And that really hit me and it stuck with me. So that's why it's my second favorite book.
And I love Harry Potter too.
What house are you?
House Gryffindor.
Gryffindor? See, I'm a Ravenclaw.
Oh, really?
Wit beyond measure. Yes, Harry Potter has always been very near and dear to my heart. My mom read all of the books to me growing up, and I actually got proposed to at the park in Orlando at Universal outside Flourish and Blotts. So,
And for that, I have 2 pieces of that news.
Okay.
Good
news.
And the first good news,
Mm-hmm.
my mom has all the books.
She does.
7.
All 7 of them?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
All 7. And here's my second news.
Okay.
That my school has all like 3. Like 1, 2, and 3.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
That's all?
Yeah. Of the Harry Potter books. Seriously.
Well, you need all of them. You can't just have some of them.
No.
It does get too dark, so it probably cuts off at that part. Because I know 4th book is where it takes a turn for, it's a little bit more young adult than juvenile fiction. So I get that.
Do they have one at the library?
Yes, they have all of the books at the library. We also have the illustrated versions where it's the big picture books. Yeah, and we have the Fantastic Beasts books and a lot of those sort of spin-off books that you have like Beetle of the Bard. We have all of those. So if you're interested in Harry Potter books, library is your place. They also have yearly Potterversary in July, which is a big Harry Potter event. It's usually on a Saturday. It's already passed.
What time?
I don't know for this upcoming year, because it's already passed. It happened back in July, but it'll happen once again upcoming July.
So was it like last year or something?
Well, it's within this same year of 2018, but it's already passed in the year because we're in September, and so last month was August, then July was before that. That's when it happened.
Okay.
So it's already passed, unfortunately. But you have next year.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, so you can reread those books
Okay.
and then go to
Okay.
Podversary.
So, my teacher says I will use math every day. Do you use math as a librarian?
Yes, we actually use a surprising amount of math. We do a whole bunch of statistics to sort of justify our existence. And so we use math daily. We have to budget to find out how much our programs will cost, how many people we need to attend to make it a good event, quote unquote. And we have just general math you have to use daily to survive. Just balance a checkbook type of things.
Yeah. Pretty much. So,
Economics, yes. That
economics.
economics. Wow. Potato.
Potato, tomato, tomato. So what do you do when you're not working at the library?
I am a big crafter. I like to craft everything. It's helping with my wedding planning because I am just a DIY person. I'm like, I will make that. I will make blankets. One year when I worked at Joann's Fabrics, I made everyone in my family quilts. And that got a little old after a while because it takes a lot of sewing. But crafting is the main thing I would say I do. And then I hang out with my cats and my fiance. Do a lot of cat petting. Because they like their affection. Do you have any pets?
I had one, but it died.
Oh, was it dog, cat, bird?
It was a betta fish.
A baby fish?
Yeah. No, a betta fish.
Oh, betta fish. Yeah, we used to have some of those. They never seemed to be quite happy. They were always like feisty, going for you. And that's why they're fighting fish, right?
Yes, they're fighting Japanese fish.
Oh, you know more than I do. Awesome.
And, because I was going on vacation, I fed him a lot. Because I'm like, I'm leaving for like a couple of days.
Mm-hmm.
So then I came back and he died.
Oh. Well.
Maybe the food didn't keep him up.
Sometimes things go wrong and pets just don't make it.
Me.
Hmm?
Wait, but actually, it's actually when he's on the side. He wasn't on the side.
He wasn't on his side?
Yeah. For side, he dies.
Oh, I have known nothing about fish. I just know they swim around, they live in the ocean or sea or fish bowls. So.
And it was buried in my front yard because and
that's
his name
where
was Swimmy.
small pets go. Swimmy.
His name was Swimmy. Yes.
Yeah.
Because he swims a lot. And
That'll do it.
And he's a male vegetarian.
Male vegetarian.
My dad says you are a cosplayer. Can you tell my listeners what that means?
So cosplayer is a mashup of two words, costume and play. So when you're doing cosplay, it is you put on your costume and you are that character. So you get to pretend to be a character for a day. Like for example, when I go to cons dressed up in costume, I can do different fighting moves. I can sort of hang out with like characters if we're from the same show. It gives you that automatic connection with people, and it's a lot of fun to make a costume and then meet people who share the same interest.
Yeah. Well, mostly, what's your best costume?
So my best costume, I have a lot. I would say probably my favorite to wear is my Black Widow costume, mainly because I'm a ginger, she's a ginger, and so I don't have to wear a wig because wigs can get itchy. So I really enjoy doing that.
Top 3, please?
Top 3, okay. So I would say my Black Widow costume, my Harley Quinn costume because it comes with a big ginormous hammer, and I absolutely adore that. People give you a wide berth when you have a big hammer.
Like this. Wham!
Yeah, I wouldn't want to wear mine because it's made of like cardboard and like foam, so it would probably crinkle if I just slammed it to the ground, but it's pretty hefty. It gets a little weighty at cons, and then I have a Daenerys Targaryen costume that I really enjoy wearing because it's got the little cape. It's from the latest season, so you feel really powerful walking out in it.
Okay. Well, that is so awesome. Really.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being my special guest. Can you stay on and help with Math Corners?
Sure. Let's do it.
The Tiberius Show would like to thank Boggy Creek Airboat Adventures for being one of our sponsors. I got to go on an airboat and saw a real gator. I even got to go to the gem mine and mine for some gems. We ate a steak dinner at the restaurant and even got some gator bites. If you want to have a blast with the entire family, I suggest you go to www.bcairboats.com right now. Get your tickets today. The website again is bcairboats.com. The Tiberius Show would like to thank one of our dedicated sponsors, Custom Designs Orlando. These guys are on Mills Avenue and do all sorts of stuff, ranging from photo ID badges, engraved signs, custom Braille ADA signs, vinyl lettering, to trophies and awards. They can ship products all over the United States. You can reach them at 407-898-0373. Oak Ridge Gun Range is a family-oriented shooting range that has been in business for over 30 years. They specialize in basic firearm training and offer numerous services such as consignments, gun trades, gunsmithing, and concealed weapon classes. I even got my training for gun safety at Oak Ridge Gun Range. Great customer service, and firearm safety is what they do best. So find out more at oakridgegunrange.com.
Get ready, it's time for the Bowling Score Report!
And this week's bowling scores are 113, 114, and 128. I went to Skylands on Saturday and I bowled with Vanessa, Mia, and MJ. If you want to go bowling, be sure to join me Saturdays at AMF Skylands on OBT at 10 a.m. in the morning.
Tiberius' favorite subject, it's Math Corners!
Thank you, Melissa, for helping me with Math Corners. Today we are talking about multiplying by 4. Duh, duh, duh! In your head!
Ooh, I haven't done that in a while, so let's see how this goes.
And I can tell you a little bit of it. I learned a little trick to make this very
Okay.
Almost everyone knows in order to multiply by 2, you just add the two numbers together. So 4 times 2 would be 4 plus 4. And multiplying by 2 can be done in your head. So to multiply by 4, just multiply by 2 twice.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
For example, if you want to do 16 times 4, first you would do 16 times 2, which is 32. And then 32 times 2, which is 64. So, and therefore, 16 times 4 equals 64. So, Melissa,
Yes.
do you know how to multiply by 4 in your head now?
I feel more confident now. I wouldn't say I'm amazing, because you seem to blow me out of the water already, so maybe I am confident.
Okay. Thank you so much, Melissa, for your help with Math Corners.
No problem.
And now it's time for Heart of a Lion. We, the Tiberius Show, like living with the heart of a lion. Living with the heart of a lion stands for leadership, integrity, obedience, and nobility. We asked Dr. Ferret exactly what that means.
Leadership is really about influence. Leadership is, and the way we define it is good leadership, is about setting the right example and encouraging other people to do the right thing. Integrity is about doing right no matter what. Through life, there are a lot of different circumstances that arise, and integrity, someone who shows integrity, it doesn't matter what all the external things are, they always choose to do what is right. Obedience is about obeying those who are in authority over you, whether that's a teacher, a boss, a parent, that when you are asked to do something, that you respond with obedience, quickly and completely. Nobility is about having respect. It's about carrying yourself with respect and showing respect to others. When you put these 4 things together, that's lion strong.
I use obedience daily with my mom and dad when I do what they ask with a smile on my face. Sometimes I have a hard time with going to bed on time, and my dad reminds me that I'm not practicing obedience. I do my best, but this one I have to work on every single day.
As long as you're working on it, that's what you need to strive for. You're striving for following instructions and guidance.
Leadership is a check, integrity, check, obedience, dot, which means I'm working on it, and nobility, check.
Excellent.
I see my mom use obedience when she does her job exactly the way she is asked to do it. Mrs. Melissa, did you see or use obedience this week at all?
Well, I would definitely hope so. I mean, my job they haven't given me any complaints that I'm being disobedient. I try to, like your mom.
That was like a pop-up.
I try to do my job exactly how I'm supposed to, and I try to improve it.
Was like,
And for obedience this week of what I've seen, there's, you see it every week when people return their books to the library, which we enjoy. When people, hey, you gotta return your books to the library, or we punish you for your disobedience with a fine, or we waive it if you really tried to be obedient.
One time I forgot to do it, and it cost $1.75.
And did you pay that fine?
Yes.
See, that's obedience. You're fulfilling your part of that sort of contract with the library.
This time, when I got to get new books.
Yes.
New books, and then it cost me $25 for the same entire book. That's our show, folks. I want to thank Mrs. Melissa T. with the Orange County Library System for being my special guest this week.
And thank you for having me. I really enjoyed getting to come on your show and getting to talk to you.
And be sure to listen to us next week on the Tiberius Show with your host, Tiberius Boy.
The Tiberius Show is not filmed in front of a live studio audience. Executive producer Joseph Boy. Production editor Pierre Laguerre. Green Room manager Danny Boy. Broadcast associate James Smith. And your program host, Tiberius Boy. The Tiberius Show is copyright 2018.